Hey baddies, hey ladies, welcome gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's time to get into it. Today we're gonna be talking about the energy of desperation. This is a short video, it won't take long, but it is an important video. And it's something that I have realized just through experience, but most people, I'm sure, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, have you guys ever like start becoming aware of something, or like you have an idea, or just like a line of thinking, or like a new regimen of a new way of doing things, and then next thing you know, you just start seeing like more people doing the same thing? Maybe that's just like, you know, a sign that you're in alignment. But rubbing on my cat. Meow. Say hi, Gigi. So, but yeah, the energy of desperation is what we're gonna be talking about today, okay? And I'm so happy. Oh my God, don't look at me now. And I'm so happy to talk about it because this is something that's been on my mind for a while. Actually, this is something that I've known for like some years maybe, and that I still struggle with, which is why I have to like get it out there to other people, because I know if it took me a while to realize and struggle when it came to that, then I know that, you know, there's some other people out there who probably need this information. So I am so happy that anybody who watches this, that I'm possibly handing you a key that you need to get things rolling in your life. So let's get into it. He's loving this right now. All right. Okay, so the thing about desperation, right? It repels, okay? It repels. Because the energy of desperation is just not attractive. And I think we can all agree to this. I'm sure we've seen desperate people, or you've been in situations where it was just giving desperate, and it's not attractive. Nothing about it is attractive. It shows that you're operating from a place of lack, okay? So if you need to know if you're operating in a lack mindset or abundant mindset, just know that if you are giving out the energy of desperation, if you're yearning for something, if you're feeling hopeless about it, like I need it, with like negative energy attached to it, you're gonna have a hard time trying to manifest that thing. Like, yeah, repetition does help with manifesting, but it's also about the energy behind it, okay? You can't just repeat like, it's like you're trying to force, what is it? A square into a circle. Trying to fit a square into a circle was my life. Yes, you're like trying to fit a square into a circle, and like you're trying to beat it in, but it's not working, okay? And that's not attractive energy. It's not alluring. It doesn't seduce whatever you're trying to get. That's not what it's gonna do, okay? And you notice this, the easiest way to see this is obviously through dating or something. If you've ever like had somebody be kind of desperate over you, you just know that that was the turnoff, right? So let's get into why the energy of desperation repels and keeps your manifestations away. It prolongs everything. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm looking into my phone because I have a few notes here, and I want to make sure that I cover everything. This is going to be a short video though, I think. Okay, so the thing with desperation, the thing with any like lower frequency emotion, let me tell you, it all starts off with boredom, okay? Being bored, not having anything to do. I'm sure we've all heard the quote, idle mind is a devil's playground, or what is it? What is the quote about being bored? Oh, let me think. Okay, so I guess the quote I was looking for, I don't know if this is really like what I was looking for, but it's close enough. So the quote that I was looking for is by Soren Kierkegaard. I may be saying that wrong. I'm pretty sure I am, but yeah, Soren Kierkegaard. So basically, it is boredom is the root of all evil. We've all heard money is the root of all evil. I personally do not believe in that. I don't think there's anything evil about money. It's whoever is controlling the money, whoever is doing what they need to do with the money, the person, that's where the evilness comes from. It's not about money itself, right? So boredom is the root of all evil. And usually the thing with that quote is just basically like we already know when you get bored, we start doing things. We may start doing things that's not really in our character, or perhaps not even just like in our routine. Like you could be bored at that house. You said you wasn't gonna go out. You said you wasn't gonna do this and that. You said you're gonna stay in. Boom, a friend texts you, right? They text you asking you to come out, and against your better judgment, you go ahead and go out to the outing. And then let's say, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of something outside of your control. I was about to say, let's say a car hits you, boom, you should have stayed your ass at home and been bored. And, not try to do all that. You were so desperate to go out and have fun that you attracted that negative energy to you. But I don't think that would be a good example. I think a better example is just like, when teenagers get bored and then they go out and they go sneak out the house and go to like a party, go do some DRUGS's, things like that. If you would have found something productive to do, you wouldn't have to end up in jail. If you would have found something productive to do, you wouldn't be in trouble with your mom, things like that, okay? So it all starts with boredom, right? Because what I'm referencing, the easiest way to see it is through the emotional frequency chart. And boredom is at the middle. It's like almost like your neutral state. You can either move towards positive emotions or you can move towards negative emotions. But a lot of people, because of like the society we live in and a lot of times our environments, when we're bored, it's a lot of temptation around, right? Drinking everywhere, smoking everywhere, this, that, anything that you would call a vice. It's not hard to find, right? But also consequently, it's not hard to be productive. And that's what it all comes down to, is making the right choices when you are bored. And just being productive. So like, let's say if, let's say you're trying to manifest some money or something, or you're trying to bring in something, a relationship, any manifestation that you're trying to bring in, right? Let's say you've been trying to manifest it for a while, but it's not coming in. It's because you're worried about it, right? You're desperate about it. You need it to come in. One, you have to stop needing it. You have to relax. You have to act as if it's never an issue to have. Like water. We always have water around, right? You can go get water at the sink. You can go get water from the store. It's raining, water. You can go get water in the bayou, the lake, wherever, right? So you have to start thinking of things as easily accessible as that. One, I want to say, to get rid of that energy of desperation. And then calm your mind, okay? You have to calm your mind. A lot of people don't, they feel like meditating is okay. It does something, but meditating is a lot more important than we realize. Because with meditating, if you don't have anything to do, at least you can do that. At least you can breathe in. Because when we're not breathing properly, or when we need to meditate and stuff, it's easy when you're in that state of needing to do all those things to go into a panic if you don't do that right. So that's why we meditate. It's to calm us down, to calm those thoughts, to kind of neutralize them, and then push them to where we want them to be. So first step you need to do is meditate, right? And then go find something to do. Go read a book, go work out, go create something, go study, go be productive, but stay busy. stay busy and stay calm. That's the biggest thing, is relaxing and staying busy. Because I guess if you're already bored, you're already down the chart, feeling irritation, doubt, being pessimistic and stuff, that's pretty much where it starts. You get your boredom, you start being pessimistic about what's going on around you, then you start becoming desperate because you were so pessimistic, and so on and so forth. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but if you're still here with me, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so, and impatient, that comes with being irritable. Now, when you relax, when you can kill the panic and stuff in your mind, you can come calm. And I say go do things and stop being bored, because that's what's gonna help you stop searching for whatever you're manifesting. Okay, you have to stop searching it. One of my favorite I guess manifestation, law of attraction people I follow on Twitter, I believe her name's Taylor Brooks. I think I'm gonna try to find it and post it below, but it's Taylor something of that name. I'm probably talking about the sports lady, but her name is Taylor. And I think one of my favorite things I seen her say was, what sign? You either have it or you don't. So I feel like when you're being desperate, it's because you're looking for the sign. Where is it? We have to realize things are working behind the scenes and gears are moving towards us to push the things that we want towards us. But if we keep looking for it and stuff, it's gonna keep hiding from us. All right, it's going to keep doing that because we're doing too much, because we're not our energy is making everything unattractive. It doesn't want to come in. It doesn't want to be seduced. Okay, yeah. And then also, I guess when it comes to desperation, I feel like the underlying thing with that is also, you know, the worry, the panic, and the doubt. And the worry, panic, and doubt, what does that sound like? Anxiety. So for those of y'all who have anxiety, you have to take extra steps to kind of keep that energy away, right? We have to meditate, like I said, and anything can be meditation. You can dance, you can do Tai Chi, but a lot of things, you can drink tea, that's a meditation right there. A lot of things that we do can be a meditation, but it's all about your intent, and also I feel like the pace sometimes. But cooking can be a meditation. It takes focus, it takes anything that takes your mind out of overthinking. That's what you want to do, pretty much, basically. So with that, oh my God, I'm losing my train of thought. What I want to get to is for the people with like anxiety and stuff, we have to calm our nervous systems, because it's not enough to just be like, oh, I'm not worried about it. It's not enough to just reinforce those thoughts. Our nervous system is like trained to look for something wrong. It's trained to look for the problem, and when our nervous system is wired like that, then we have to rewire it. And other than meditation and working out, my other biggest way of doing that, I feel like, would be taking supplements. I know some people, y'all have seen a doctor and they've prescribed you for your anxiety for that. I think that's great. Definitely go see a doctor if that's what you feel like you need to do. Although I love the holistic stuff, modern medicine does have a place in our lives, okay? So always go to a doctor if you feel like you need to. I just want to throw that out there. Okay, and these are the calm gummies I take. This is not sponsored. Look at how big this is. But no, I take these. They're a magnesium supplement. They are magnesium citrate. And I take those because I feel like I do tend to overthink and have a bit of anxiety and stuff. So I have to take those in order to calm down and not feel anything. Another thing, well, not feel anything. I still feel things, but everything is not the end of the world for me. If you're one of those people who every little problem is the end of the world, please find a solution, because you're gonna have the hardest time you can still manifest some things, but you're gonna have the hardest time trying to maintain those manifestations due to the fact that you're always on that frequency, right? Now, okay, yeah, so magnesium, ashwagandha. Another thing I wanted to show y'all was the emotional guidance scale, which basically, like I said, in the middle is boredom, and then it goes up, and everything up is the positive emotions, right? So it starts with like contentment, hopefulness, and we know that's like the opposite of desperation, because desperation is more like you have a view of hopelessness, okay? So you're not when you're desperate, you're blind, okay? Because you're not seeing what you want to see. When you're hopeful, you have belief in that, and then in turn the universe is going to pop that up for you, all those opportunities that you want, right? Because you're hopeful about it. You're already believing in it. You're halfway there. So then it's positive expectations, belief, enthusiasm, passion, and then ultimately joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, and love. And I guess that's why they say applied knowledge is power. You have to apply that knowledge. You're gonna have to, I think my biggest takeaway from this video is meditate, arts and crafts, get into your hobbies, whatever those may be. And oh my God, what's I about to say?
3 hours later.
I don't remember what I'm about to say. Okay, yeah, so meditate, exercise, dive into your hobbies, dive into your arts and crafts, and then lastly, regulate the nervous system, and then lastly, study, whatever it is. Gain some type of knowledge, read a book, read a chapter a day over anything. Do some puzzles, Sudoku puzzles, whatever it's called. Do some crossword puzzles, some word searches. Keep the mind fresh, entertained, and stimulated, okay? And with doing all that, that's gonna help that energy of desperation not be like, what I wanna say, not be like the automatic mode for you, or not like the easy thing to do, because life will start opening up more for you. It'll start giving you more opportunities when you're out of that energy. Now, what I do want to say is that it may not be, it's simple to do, but it may not be easy, okay? Because it does take some time. I'm still working on changing my mindset, but it definitely still takes some time, especially if you are one of those people who does have anxiety, okay? So with that being said, I just want to say, be gracious with yourself, okay? Don't be beating yourself up for not following that regimen. 100% and showing up looks different every day, So just start somewhere, but just know when you're feeling frustrated that that's what's going on. When you're not seeing what you want to see, that's probably what's going on. It's that you just need to relax. Relax, ask, receive. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna leave the video off there. If you guys believe, if you guys have any, thing to add, if you guys have ever seen how the energy of desperation doesn't work in your favor, please drop a comment below. Also comment maybe, your favorite ways to calm yourself down so other people can see. But yeah, and if you don't already, go ahead and click that bell and subscribe to me and like this video. videos, so I know it was helpful and I'm able to put out more videos like this. You guys, I want to say I love y'all so much. Remember, you can do it, okay? You got this, all right? Life is a game. Let's treat it as a game. Let's get playful in here. We're not worried. We're not stressed. We're not desperate. The world is our oyster. See you later, baddies. I love you so much. Your subconscious baddie sergeant.